It's not always easy to test women. You want to make sure you're doing it right, but you also don't want to come across as too forward or aggressive. Some methods are more subtle than others and can be easy to miss if you aren't paying attention. Some men do this to see if the woman is worth their time, while others do it to see if they can get her to react by pushing her buttons. Sigma men have their own ways of finding out more about a woman. To get the information they need, they use psychology, body language, and even flirting. They don't test every woman they meet, but if they like someone, they will try to find out what she's made of. You might think that Sigma males aren't the kind to settle down, but that's not always the case. Before making a commitment, they just want to make sure they are with the right person. They know their relationship is a big investment and want to make sure it's worth it. Every man has his own way of testing women, but here are 10 ways that Sigma males do it. 1. They check how smart she is. With so many fake lips, breasts, and butts around these days, it's hard to tell what's real. A Sigma male will quickly test a woman's intelligence to see if she's worth his time. He wants to know if she is just a pretty face or if there is more to her than meets the eye. You can't judge a book by its cover, but a smart man will quickly get rid of the women who don't add anything to the conversation. You can't fake intelligence, and a woman who can keep up with the Sigma man will get some points for sure. This is the first thing a Sigma will look for in a woman because it's the most important thing to him. A Sigma knows that what a woman is like on the inside is more important than how she looks. The way someone looks isn't always a good indicator of how smart they are. Alpha males might not be as interested in a woman's intelligence as Sigma males are, but that doesn't mean they don't value it. No matter what kind of man you are, a smart woman will always turn you on. 2. Her acceptance of their independence. This one is big. A Sigma is very independent and doesn't like to be tied down. He wants a woman who can handle his independence and won't be jealous or needy. A woman who is sure of herself will give him his space and not try to control him. Women who are too needy and clingy turn the Sigma male off a lot. He needs her to understand that he likes his own space. He also likes to be challenged, so a woman who is self-sufficient and has her own life will definitely catch his eye. In any relationship, it's important to be able to let each person have their own space. You're not ready for a serious relationship if you can't handle it. The Sigma needs some alone time to get his power back up. During this time, he thinks too much about things and plans his next move. He might look like he doesn't care, but he's just trying to figure out what's going on. His partner needs to understand and respect that he needs this time alone. 3. They put her maintenance level to the test. There is nothing worse than a woman who is hard to please. She's always making a scene, always wanting attention, and never happy with anything. Just being near her wears me out. She makes it too hard for you to get her attention. Some women seem to think that if they ask for more, they will get more. Sigmas are not like this at all. This kind of woman actually turns them off. They would much rather spend time with someone who knows how to enjoy the simple things in life. A woman with a lot of needs is usually also shallow and superficial. She cares more about things than about anyone or anything else. She needs to be entertained all the time, which is a sign of narcissism. To keep her happy is like having a full-time job. 4. What question she asks. The question someone asks can tell you a lot about who they are. This is true for women in particular. This will give Sigmas a good idea of her interests, what's most important to her in life, and how smart she is. Questions that are too personal or too nosy are a big turnoff for Sigma men. They like their privacy and don't want to tell someone they just met everything about themselves. There is a time and a place for personal questions, but that time's not now. Imagine you're on a first date with a woman and she starts asking you about your ex-girlfriends, your sex life, or how much money you make. It would be pretty bad, wouldn't it? Now think about what would happen if she asked you about your interests, goals, or hobbies. Which question do you want to answer? You could probably guess which one Sigma men would choose. When a woman asks questions that she could easily find the answers to on her own, that's also a big turnoff. Asking a Sigma boring or obvious questions is a surefire way to lose their interest. The ones that do interest Sigma males are the ones that make them think and are fun to answer. Sigmas are easily bored, especially if they feel like they are being questioned. 5. They check how sarcastic she is. Sarcasm is a sign of being smart. It's being able to see the funny or strange parts of a situation and use them to your advantage. It also keeps people from getting too comfortable. If you can't handle a little bit of sarcasm, you're probably not as smart as you think. A Sigma man is attracted to just the right amount of sarcasm. If she can both give and take punishment, he wants to keep her around. This shows that she is smart and quick on her feet. She also doesn't mind saying what she thinks. This woman knows how to talk with other people. There is a very thin line between being sarcastic and being rude. If she is always mean and never says anything nice, Sigma probably doesn't want to be around her. This is a sign of being unhappy and worried. When used in moderation, sarcasm can be funny. Some people might find a woman who is always sarcastic funny, but Sigma men would rather date a woman who knows when to be sarcastic and when to stop. 6. They check her confidence. When it comes to ladies, confidence is essential. This is a very attractive thing for Sigma men. This is the kind of woman who won't let anyone treat her badly. The trouble is that some women are too sure of themselves. They start to think they're better than everyone else and get arrogant. They keep doing it until it gets to the point where it's really annoying. They think they can never make a mistake and are always right. This might work for some men, but Sigmas would never go for it. Confidence is attractive, but only when it's balanced by humility. This kind of woman is sure of herself, but she also knows she's not perfect. She can take criticism in a good way and learn from her mistakes. This kind of confidence makes Sigma men want to be with you. Even though many princesses have the confidence of a queen, they often lack the humility to balance it out. This is why Sigmas tend to like women who are not too flashy. They are sure of themselves, but they are also honest. They can leave when they need to, but they also know when to follow. 7. Her adventurous nature. She doesn't have to be an adrenaline junkie just because she likes to try new things. It just means she's willing to try new things and get out of her comfort zone. She should be willing to try new things, whether it's a new food or going on a hike. A woman who is always up for anything is an adventurous woman. The Sigma male puts her through tests to see how she reacts to new or unexpected things. This shows that you can change and adapt and aren't afraid to take a little risk. Some women might be afraid to leave their comfort zone, but an adventurous woman is excited about it. She sees it as a chance to grow and learn. This is the kind of woman that attracts Sigma men. They want someone who isn't afraid to try new things and take risks. Having a sense of adventure is appealing, but only when it's paired with a healthy dose of caution. It's not always a good idea to just jump into an adventure. Before jumping into something, it's sometimes best to take a step back and look at the situation. She shouldn't be scared of taking chances, but she should also know when to be careful. 8. They make sure she's well-mannered. A Sigma will often look at a woman's manners to see if she is a lady. Even though this might seem old-fashioned, it's a great way to figure out who she is. A woman with good manners is polite, thinks about other people, and knows how to act in social situations. A woman who doesn't know how to act in public is the worst thing that could happen. Sigma men won't be interested in her for long if she constantly cuts people off, talks over them, or is rude. For them, it's like nails on a blackboard. On the other hand, it's fun to be around a woman who is polite. She knows how to talk to people without taking over. She cares about what other people think and always takes them into account. There are still a lot of women who know how to act like ladies, which is good news. 9. How supportive she is. Say you want to start a business and you tell her about it. How does she back up what you think? Does she encourage you and give you helpful suggestions? Does she say she will help you? Or does she tell you that you'll never be able to do this? The most important thing she must have is to be helpful. This is more than just doing the laundry and making dinner. Supportive people believe in you and help you get where you want to go. A woman who backs you up will help you make your dreams come true. She will be by your side the whole time, cheering you on and helping you out. Sigma men need to be with this kind of woman. Sometimes a woman might not be able to help a Sigma man in a practical way, but if she is positive and enthusiastic, that's really all he needs. It's enough to know that she believes in him and wants him to do well. A Sigma man can do anything he wants with the help of this kind of woman. 10. Her emotional toughness. Sigma knows that a woman's feelings are often her biggest flaw. He will try to get her angry to see what she does. She might not be as strong as she seems if she gets defensive. This is a big deal breaker for him. On the other hand, if she stays calm and collected, she might be the kind of woman who can handle whatever life throws at her. He wants a woman like this by his side. Drama queens who fall apart at the first sign of trouble are not uncommon. They act on their feelings and don't think before they act. Even small things make them cry. There's nothing wrong with being emotional, but a Sigma man doesn't want an emotional partner. He wants someone who can keep their cool in tough situations. If she can't do that, she will be a liability. Emotional intelligence is a good trait for any person to have. It means being able to understand and control your feelings. It makes you a better person and also makes you more appealing to other people.